where you have a longitudinal crack intersected by short transverse cracks. It's another medium severity, maybe even worse, crack over there in the inside lane. Very often we see these cracks down here on the edge of the thermoplastic tape. This is something we need to get clarified in that school. I'm not really sure what to call it. That's really cracking that's in the tape. It doesn't penetrate much into the asphalt concrete, only on the very surface of it. Whether we should note that as edge cracking or not, I don't know. I really don't think so, because I don't consider that any type of distress that's related to the pavement in terms of materials, design, etc. It's just a crack at the edge of the tape. Here's another of those cracks over there, over in the inside wheel path. Haven't had a chance to look very much into the inside lane here to see if we see similar cracking developing. Just in this area right here, I don't see much in the way of longitudinal or there's a few transverse cracks. But we're probably about 50-50 in the amount of longitudinal cracking in each wheel path here, with perhaps there being a little bit more in the inside wheel path. The transverse cracks are definitely more pronounced in the inside wheel path as opposed to those that are in the outside. Here's another of our longitudinal cracks. It's interesting how these things drift from side to side within the wheel paths too. They tend to be on the outer portions of the wheel path, that is, closer to the lane line in the inside wheel path and closer to the lane shoulder joint in the outer wheel path. See, we're coming up here to the end of the test section. Traffic is fairly light, so it wasn't that difficult accomplishing this, but one thing we need to do is to make some corrections on some of these particularly on these mapping forms, because it's easy to get lost as far as just where everything is on the section. It's not going to hurt us as far as being able to quantify the stresses, but to be able to nail them down exactly as far as where they are and so on across the lane. It's easy to get thrown off as you're going down, particularly if you don't have a lane closure and you can't really. You have to be watching the traffic more than you can watch the pavement itself. Well, this ends a video for test section 134420 on US Highway 17. We're in Bryan County, Georgia in the northbound lane. This is a GPS 2 test section with an asphalt concrete surface.